Your Honor, allow me to fumigate my wisdom on the defendant. Because he has been incarcerated in the propaganda of the prison structure on the issue of the cold thing, yes. And I must say here that it has been a real didactic and pragmatic experience for the young brother, as you can see by the look on his face. Can I get a witness? Oh, yes, Lord. And I must say that both physically and geographically, if he be sent to the bowels of the community, I said, if he be sent to the bowels of the community, the manifestation will be much too much for him to resign. Arrest my scrotum.
Did he say arrest my scrotum?
Are you serious?
Oh, yes.
Go fuck yourself.
It has been. It has been.
3 weeks since we've all been in this motherfucker. Somebody missing every week.
That's right. That's how it's supposed to be.
Yeah. We all had some sabbatical.
Yeah, exactly.
From a vacay.
Yeah.
Vacation. You always need to get away.
Yeah, exactly.
Gotcha.
That's the shit that because again, I didn't want to be the only nigga in the whole group that ain't never took no trip out nowhere. So y'all inspired me last year because y'all niggas is always gone somewhere. And so yeah, I finally have to get me one in this year. I'm getting another one by the end of the year. Fuck that, I'm getting another.
As you should. As
Gotta
you
get off the
should.
plantation every once in a
I
while.
gotta get
Man,
off the plantation,
right.
man.
You can't just be on that what you call it.
Master allot you 5 days. You go out there.
Oh, this is one thing I did learn on my little vacay. Met a dude from gotcha. Dude from Sweden.
Ah.
Sweet
And
fucking
we
den.
Roger?
in
Was his
Miami.
name Roger Federer?
No, no, it wasn't. And
Okay.
but he was saying, how he has a lot of family here in America, and he was like, we were asking him like, man, how long y'all been? Because that's not just an easy trip just to make over here.
Right.
He's like, oh yeah, this is week 2.
Yeah.
I was like, week
Yeah,
2?
that's the shit I'm talking about.
He was like, yeah, he said at my job, he's like, yeah, I get 5 weeks. That's mandatory of vacation.
Yeah.
And I was like, God damn, we're behind.
America got some problems,
He
man.
was like, yeah, he said that first week, we're still, in that mode where you're still kind of worried about work and things of that nature and things. He's like, the second week, he's like, yeah, we've been kicking it. Cause they had a family reunion in, I want to say, San Diego, and then they kind of just went from like San Diego and just were all just like from Vegas.
Wait, so a motherfucker from Sweden had a family reunion in San Diego?
Yeah, because he has family.
Well,
in
I
the
get
US.
that, but still.
That's where they all go to, and they went on like almost like all the southern states, like from San Diego, California. I think they stopped in New Mexico, maybe. I think that was where he said. And then New Mexico, and then they flew to Florida. So I was like, man, y'all been kicking it. I was like, shit.
For real.
This is, I said, man, we need to get like, y'all. He was cool. He was just trying to learn. Like, he said, I didn't want to go to Texas because I was kind of scared of Texas that might get shot. I was like, man.
That's right.
I said, that's not how it happens
That's right.
in Texas, but I get why you say that.
Bullshit, come down to Texas with that bullshit.
No, you come down to Texas with the bullshit, yeah. But you got to be looking for that shit. It wasn't just him. I met some dudes when we were in the Bahamas. The dude was like, and these motherfuckers was from Detroit, and they said they didn't want to come to Dallas.
They don't. I'm telling you, fucking around down here in Dallas.
I was like, wait, y'all don't want to come to Dallas?
Man, I'm telling you.
He was describing Detroit. He was like, yeah, man. I was like, so how's it up there? He's like, man, there's, if you're in the city, it's cool. But he's like, if you're out in them streets, he said, you could ask them for directions, and the next thing you know, you got a gun pointing at you. I said, yeah, that probably wouldn't happen in Dallas.
No.
That one ain't going to happen in Dallas,
No.
man. There's Southern hospitality. That's a real thing down here.
There's still just some shit that's jumping off, but it ain't.
Yeah.
Like, I was about to rob you, but you asked for
yeah,
directions, so.
You look cool, so I'll let you make
You
it.
asked for directions to the church, so I'm going to let you go.
You got on the new Air Force Ones, niggas. I'm gonna let you slide.
Let me hold $5.
Damn, you just little robbed me? Just a little bit.
I requested.
Head ass. But yeah, episode 115.
Oh damn, that was the intro.
I mean,
That was the intro.
Simon. When Simon
Get
goes
the rambling. Get the rambling.
Straight meddling show.
Hi.
We actually got some shit to talk about. I don't know. We may talk about it, or we'll talk about a little bit of stuff, and then we will just kind of really wing it from that point. But one thing that we do want to do.
I don't think you're supposed to tell them that.
Yeah, I think that's something you keep. That's an internal. That's
We're just gonna fucking wing it.
All right, I'm just.
He was on crack. But we're just gonna, whatever. But we do want to talk about how did this concept come up yesterday with the words?
Oh, I was just scrolling through social media and then I was watching Stranger Things and the dude called another dude a dickwad.
Season 3 is overrated. But yeah, he called him a dickwad. Do I know?
I was just letting that breathe.
Okay.
And then so I was like, man, we should bring some of these old words back. So, and I just saw it, and that happened to pop up on my timeline. So I was
Pumpernickel.
Pumpernickel.
That's
a good word.
I like pumpernickel.
There's
man.
no way to use it though. I mean, unless you're talking about the fucking sandwich.
You might eat a pumpernickel sandwich.
I'm not eating anything on no goddamn.
You said all this
Pumpernickel.
malarkey.
Man, no,
malarkey,
bullshit.
Malarkey is a good word.
Yeah, I mean, I use malarkey. I'm not gonna say often, but I use
If
it.
if it pops in your mind before the it's like I'm
Shenanigans
I'm
is a good one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
shenanigans.
I like
Bamboozled.
Bamboozled.
Shout out to Malcolm X.
I use that one because of Malcolm X.
You gotta do your finger
Led
like this. too.
astray, run amok.
We didn't land on Plymouth Rock.
I say we all, for the most part, heard lollygag because we all play sports.
Yeah.
Yeah, lollygagging. Yeah, that's a pretty common one.
Wasn't discombobulated.
Okay, that's a good long one. Nincompoop. That's my that's the one I need to bring back because
I
like if you call somebody a nincompoop, there's so many syllables and all this other shit in that word. Like you are offending somebody at that point.
And
like you fucking nincompoop.
Because you thought about it. Because you usually kind of pause like, I'm gonna use this motherfucker right here.
Yeah, exactly. This is the one
that does seem like a stand-in for the N-word. Like, you fucking nincompoop.
Nincompoop.
Brouhaha.
Yeah, what the fuck is a brouhaha?
I think it's like a.
It's like a dust up.
Like saying somebody got into a fight. There's always a brouhaha over there. I think that's how you use it, if I'm not mistaken. I might be.
What is
I think that's where it's leaning towards.
What is cattywampus?
That I do not know.
That sounds like some badass pussy.
Yeah, you don't want
that catty womp womp.
Man, she had some catty wampus last night, but that was some horrible snatch, man. Fair enough. So throughout the episode, we're just gonna use those words randomly, however we feel the need to even do so. Maybe it makes sense, maybe it doesn't. Pumpernickel seems like another one for like a really dark purple nigga. Like, I don't know.
Damn, that was a stretch.
Yeah, that was a stretch.
Pumpled. Like, you gotta be real racist to go that far. Like, oh, this got an N in the eye. Fuck it. Oh, shit.
I thought that was a bottom. I'm glad it wasn't.
Yeah. But that kind of shit. Like I said, we're just gonna keep using them throughout.
All right, let's move on, cattywampus.
Yeah, cattywampus. No black highlight this week. All right,
that's my one.
Ain't gonna be too many more motherfuckers.
Cattywampus is my one.
Yeah. That's the one you gotta use. All right, so no black highlight this week. No big deal. Y'all
didn't do nothing special.
Yeah,
step it up, black people. You didn't do anything special this week. You fucking nincompoops.
Pumpernickels. But
not even a brouhaha.
Not even a brouhaha. So first thing I actually want to talk about, because this shit's actually been kind of funny for me. This Area 51 thing.
What is that about? I've been seeing little fucking hashtags, but I didn't. Let's not do that.
Drinking beer.
Yeah, we don't need that.
Beer. You didn't have to do that.
So the Area 51 thing.
Jesus
well,
Christ.
can I have please?
Oh.
If I play you in Madden and beat you, I want to play for that bell.
You want to play for the bell?
Yeah.
All right, fair enough.
And we're gonna have a funeral for it afterwards.
Bullshit.
I got a mallet. So we can smash that hole to bits.
But yeah, so the Area 51 thing, where this came about was somebody just came up with like a joke, basically saying, "Hey man, look, we need 400,000 people to sign this petition. or the 400,000 people to come with us because we're gonna raid Area 51.
Raid it.
We're just gonna do the
Most
Dorado
of that shit's on the
run
ground, though.
with your hands behind your back. They can't shoot all of us. They can't shoot. That's basically what it was or what it is. It's kind of like a rah-rah joking kind of thing. Now,
And then it caught some steam.
it got legs. It had no pun intended, but it has legs. I'm even interested in it. Like it's supposed to go down like
So
September 23rd.
You ready to see this massacre?
I mean, they're not gonna kill everybody.
You sure about that? Because it does say that on the sign.
Fuck it. First 100,000, y'all know what's coming, but them last 300,000.
I'm saying somebody gonna get through
some
that,
answers.
man.
It's gonna be like the war games where you see them the whole little thing is just charging and all of them just falling flat because you're just shooting them down. That's basically what it's gonna be.
They're not gonna do that.
No,
There's gonna
I
be too
don't-
many cameras. They're not just gonna fucking.
Man, they got alien technology. They'll just reverse time.
Okay.
And that
But most of that
never
shit's on the
happened.
ground anyway. So I mean,
Most of it is underground now because they're not gonna leave that shit on the surface like that. Hell no. But still, it brought up a couple of different things. One, the audacity of people, which I think is still fucking hilarious.
why it's paying for it with their fucking tax money?
Yeah, that is.
All this
that
shit
is
that we pay for, but we can't know nothing about. That
Right.
don't make no sense.
I mean, can we get a tour? I mean, lie to us at least. Be like, oh man, we don't be doing nothing in here but making
shit don't exist.
rice and
And PlayStation 2s.
yeah, all that kind of shit. Lie to us at least. But it did kind of bring up, the whole alien talk and are there aliens at Area 51 or just in the world in general? Again, people will always associate going forward Area 51 with aliens. And so there are a lot of memes that hit the scene and they were just talking about, clapping some alien cheeks, man. I mean,
somebody's gotta do it.
I did see Total Recall, and the bitch did have 3 titties. So.
I mean,
You gotta fuck the three titty bitch.
yeah. I mean, where's the 3 titty chick at? I mean, can I
I would like to see 3 titties.
see? Thank
on
you.
one person.
On one person.
Like, damn, that's an odd number. I'll take that.
Yeah, exactly. Or like you sucking on one of them and rubbing the other two. I mean,
Until the nipple bites you and you're like, oh shit, what have I gotten into here?
yeah, ain't no telling. But again,
Some pumpernickel.
don't be bamboozled by going to Area 51.
Yeah, that'll be what's left after you fuck that alien.
Man,
Pumpernickel.
So that brings up another point too. Like after you fucking alien, you can't go back to humans. Like at that point.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
Nah, come
First,
on,
you
man.
need to go back to the clinic.
Yeah, they don't have no cure for that shit. You got
You
alien.
gotta just take whatever they got.
You got alien jizz.
Take whatever. Tell them just put it all in a cup and you just gonna.
In the cup.
You got some. You have some
2
self.
aliens in a cup.
No. I meant the pills.
2 aliens, 1 cup. 2 aliens, 1 cup.
I meant the pills, but yeah.
You got some self.
You gotta know about them alien side effects.
Man, them alien side effects got some issues, I'm sure. Jesus, that's where you get AIDS and HIV. Shout out to Magic Johnson. Anyways,
But they probably can cure it though.
I mean, their AIDS is probably something different. I mean, I would
But
imagine.
if they can get all the way here, they can cure that shit.
Right.
You don't travel across the fucking universe and then die of the flu and shit.
Yeah.
That's stupid.
The damn common cold.
Get your priorities
Shit, I'm outta
together.
here.
Yeah.
Fuck. Oh God.
The hell y'all got in this
It always gets so hot and then cold on Earth. Man. You're just going inside and outside. I'm dying now.
Now, okay, so maybe we've asked this question before, but if it did come out that there are aliens, and obviously they don't look like the alien from the movie, like the long ass head and the long ass tail, shit like that.
What if they look like that, but they're really sweet?
I mean, they may be cool to hang out with. You bring some of your alien weed, I'll give you some of this, earthly weed.
Alien chick with 2 mouths,
I mean,
a mouth within a mouth.
there's only
She
a
can deep
mouth
throat
within
you.
a mouth.
She can deep throat you and then deep throat you again.
Double deep.
That's called eating me at that point.
It's double
Man,
deep.
look, you want to live or not?
Say you trying to get this alien snatching what?
Well, I'm just saying, it's possible, but again, would you like if they look like and this is because the obvious answer to this is probably going to be yeah, but if they look like Gamora from Avengers, which is Zoe Saldana, but if they were just green, but they had all the normal
Even
human
the
features.
Avatar, when she played the Avatar.
Yeah. Both of them. Yeah.
And both of them,
So yeah, go and get that glittery dust
Yeah,
on me
look.
right there from that
Look,
Avatar.
latex works everywhere in the universe.
It's a universal sign. But again, like I said, they just doing it in fun. But what I did like about what the Air Force came out and said, it's not a direct quote, but they basically said, "No, we will protect America and its assets." I'm like, "Oh shit,"
Yeah,
you know.
we will. That's just a nice way to say you run up on it.
Hey,
We
look.
shooting your ass.
Y'all,
you up.
I advise everybody to go out there. I'm not gonna be able to make it, but I advise all y'all. I advise all y'all to go out there. Like Fox Mulder
I'll
said,
live stream it.
the truth is out there. Go find it.
Go find the
for
truth.
me.
Go find the truth.
I'll live stream it.
Please
yeah.
then make a YouTube video. Don't write it. I don't want to read your shit.
Like honestly, if it was a
They're
real
just gonna
thing,
have some ominous music behind it, so you gotta believe it at that point.
I would go there. Like again, I wouldn't like take off running with everybody because I'm sure they got landmines.
Do a live
and all that other
podcast
shit.
from Area 51.
Oh man, I'll be right out there. Hey, look, we got a live podcast out here in Area 51. You see all these idiots out here that run.
400,000 is a lot of people, man. It's hard to kill all them motherfuckers.
It's gonna be
No,
hard to
it's
kill
somebody
400,000 people.
Somebody
No,
gonna get through.
I'll give you that, but out of that, there's gonna be a good 50 or 60 that's gonna die within the first.
It's just gonna
15
turn
minutes.
into a fucking festival.
That's
all it's
That's
gonna
pretty
be.
much what it's gonna
People
be.
gonna go out
probably.
there and cook and stand around with fucking alien masks on.
But even that shit would be kind of cool. I mean, maybe let the aliens know that we
Area
party.
51 Fest. Now,
Yeah.
if we had a cool government, they would do that shit.
Yeah,
Once
yeah.
a year, open it up.
Flip it on itself.
Yeah, open that shit up. You know,
At least the first.
But you can only go.
Yeah, at least the first corridor.
yeah,
You know,
have some barbecued alien fingers.
cause I just a barbecue. So yeah, come up with some dishes and shit. A cake with the Roswell alien head.
on some pumpernickel.
Yeah.
Put it in some pumpernickel, be all right. But yeah, they have artists come out there, bring back Jimi Hendrix, you know, shit like that. Maybe I don't know.
He's probably alive back now.
Yeah, he's on their planet somewhere. Feel like he's too cool for y'all. We
That
don't take him.
motherfucker is dead. Anyways, but now what's funny is it's up to 1 million people. So that 400,000, you know,
If they get to 5 million, I might go.
5 million.
I might go.
That's
That
your
means
number.
you can just shuttle in with the back
Yeah. I'm
with
gonna
the
wait.
number.
I'm gonna wait until like, all right, sound like that out of bullets.
Yeah, how many times you see on movies where motherfuckers just take off running?
They got laser guns, nigga.
Yeah. Hey, but they'll just take the fuck off running and scream like ah! Then all of a sudden everybody just stop in the middle of it and then boom, it's your ass. But like I said, you know, it's not gonna happen. I hope it doesn't happen where people die.
It's funny though, man, because when you really think about it, the amount of stuff, and it's not just that they're able to keep shit secret. Is the
What's
fact
going
that-
on, Julia?
Is the fact that they're able to keep it secret forever.
Right.
It used to be, okay, certain things would be top secret, and that lasted for like 50 years, right?
Right.
After that, the files get released, and the public has a right to know what the fuck they money's been paying for.
Right.
Now they've changed that shit where shit is just top secret forever.
Right.
So you can just have shit that we don't know about, we'll never know about.
Yes, indeed.
You know,
Dan.
and that's kind of a dangerous precedent. So it's kind of interesting that I know it's a joke and all that, but it's also kind of interesting where it's like, like maybe motherfuckers do need to mobilize because you need to be telling us what the fuck you putting us trillions of dollars in debt, you know, and
Well, to be
and we
honest-
don't get no type of accountability.
I hear what you're saying with that, but there's always you can't give everybody all the information.
Nah.
I'm not saying everybody
can't
all
disseminate
information.
that.
I'm not saying everybody all information.
That word was not on the list.
Oh, it was
I'm
not.
saying, well,
But that was a good word.
instead of keeping these things secret forever, I'm not saying they can't be secret for a certain period of time.
Yeah.
Right.
But at a certain period, like if you're using somebody else's money, I'm gonna need receipts.
Right.
I need to know what you're doing.
Yeah, hold on. I need
Because
to
if
check
I
that.
never
didn't
get to
that
know-
right there.
If I never get to know, that means you can literally just do anything,
Right.
and I'll never know because by law I can't know.
Right. But, you know, like something like aliens or something like that. Like, yeah, that would be cool to know that aliens existed, but I really don't need the full details on it.
Well, go to the Men in Black quote. They said a person can kind of take that in
Right.
and try, but
People,
people
yeah.
can't.
I think people will be fine.
I don't think people will be fine.
I think they-
People barely even like each other. So now you got to bring in somebody else.
No, nobody said that they was moving into your fucking neighborhood.
But shit, you don't know that. Like,
well, if that's the case, they could have been here already.
Exactly. So think about like if they came out and said aliens are real, you know the first thing you're gonna do is think about that weird motherfucker at your job that always does just off the wall shit. You like that motherfucker alien. You gonna say that shit every single time. So now, like, what are alien characteristics? Oh, they have snout coming out of their nose.
I'm sure if they are saying that, they're gonna also be like, here's what one looks like. Like you don't just say, oh well, you know, like you're not just gonna be sitting there wondering if the guy next to you is one. It's not body, it's not body snatchers. It's just it's just if you know about it, let people know. I mean, what you gonna keep it a secret forever?
I mean, that's their plan.
Some people want to do that.
Well, there is no such thing as forever, so you might as well just let
Stop
it out
the
now.
shenanigans. That's a word.
That is a word.
Yeah.
Because also you don't know, like, who gets to decide who. just because I'm asking a question, but who gets to decide how to represent humanity to aliens if that was.
Well,
true.
I mean, the same people that get to decide why gas prices are too.
But I'm saying that's not necessarily like everybody needs to know about that shit, and we need to make a decision on who's fucking negotiating with this motherfucker, right? If it's just Dick Cheney, that's not who we want to send.
Did y'all watch that?
You give Dick
movie
Cheney the
Vice?
fucking Star Trek technology and see what happens.
Right.
Yeah, y'all need to watch that. That nigga.
What, Vice? Was Vice good?
Yeah, that nigga Dick Cheney was fucking rude. God damn. That nigga didn't give a shit.
Ain't seen this motherfucking ass since. Anywho.
He's still around here in the shadows.
Yeah. Shit,
right
of
where he
course.
likes to be.
Of course he is. But yeah, you know, again, like I said, I just, you know, I get why people would want to know just because, you know, the nosy person in me will say, yeah, you know what? Yeah, let's go ahead.
You would, you would say you want to know, but that's still, if they confirm that shit, it's still that's still like a whoa, like.
Yeah, it's
yeah,
gonna take people back.
it would be a big thing, but
it changes the landscape of
it would be a big
stuff.
thing, but at the same time, your fucking rent is still gonna come due.
Yeah.
So
absolutely.
like, you can
I
freak
mean,
out all you want,
but
but
I'm
your
saying-
ass is gonna be on the
I'm
street.
saying if they do it, it's gonna be a brouhaha.
Yeah, it would be a brouhaha. There'd be all kind of
Or maybe
shenanigans.
a kerfuffle. What the fuck is a kerfuffle?
What you just said.
I don't
When
know.
the aliens come down, and that's people's reaction. A kerfuffle.
It's a kerfuffle.
But no, it depends though. Like if they say, all right, it depends on what you say. If they say there's aliens and we don't know what the fuck is going on,
Right.
people might be scared.
Right.
Like if they're just like, yeah, we see the same shit y'all been seeing. We was hoping y'all would know what it was.
Yeah.
Like that would be, I could see being like, yeah, let's just not even mention if we can't. Like, but
Somewhat contained.
yeah, but if you had made contact with them and it was cool, and by evidence of us still being here, I'm guessing it is at least cool,
Somewhat cool.
Well,
cool
I
up
mean-
until today, then I don't see no reason. The only reason you would do it is because whatever type of technology you might get from them, you want to have for yourself instead of having other people have the opportunity to get to it.
Yeah, true. But, you know, fuck it. If they lose an alien one day and they just go roaming, you know, good job. Great job, people. But do I think there are aliens out there? Yes. Do I think it's an abnormal?
Nah, but the Earth is flat though.
The Earth is flat. It's not. Shout out to Kyrie Irving. But moving forward,
Moving forward.
no big deal there. This shit, we were supposed to talk about it a couple of weeks ago, but again, we were all on sabbaticals or whatever. People going around licking ice cream and other products at the fucking grocery store.
Yeah, that one, that's disturbing to me.
What
Like,
the fuck
who
is-
the fuck is raising y'all?
What the fuck is wrong with?
Homo things.
How is that a homo?
I don't know. I pressed the wrong button. But what the hell is wrong with people?
Do we have a homophobe button?
White people.
There we go. But yeah, what?
I've
But the
been
first one
yeah.
was a nigga.
That's the shit that's been killing me. And most of them that have been getting caught have been
Niggas.
black folks. And so I'm like, what, like the first one, I forgot her name, but yeah, she just licks the ice cream, just like opens it up and just licks. Like, look, Bluebell already had a problem when they was damn near killing people. Now they got to worry about people.
That shit I've been kicked Bluebell and all that shit.
I ain't even fuck with it ever
Yeah.
since, man. I ain't even.
There
fuck
was
with it.
a thing my sister texted me about today where it was like they found out there's like I don't know like 7% of Bluebell ice cream is cream, which is unfortunate.
It's in the title.
It's in the title. It's supposed to be cold flavored cream.
Phrasing.
Oh,
That yeah. Cold flavored cream. Oh shit! I'm using that shit very soon.
no, don't use that.
Say, girl, you want some of this
No.
cold flavored cream?
Don't use that.
No, I kind of grew out of ice cream, and then that Bluebell fiasco. I know that's not on the word list, but that just was that's the nail right there. Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
That's the nail in the coffin. I'm done. I can't trust y'all.
But some of the ice cream things have a little thing around the edge.
Yeah.
Where
You have to tear it off.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess now everybody's gonna have to incorporate that because when I first saw that, I was like, why is that cool in the first place?
Why is that cool?
Why is that cool in the first place? And two, like, who the fuck is raising you to do some stupid shit like that? Because I punched that hole in the back of the head.
I'm
said,
telling-
like,
Yeah.
bitch, what the fuck?
What are you doing?
What are you doing?
Like it's already bad enough.
I want to, and you know me, I'm ready to let anybody off for their crime.
Yeah.
But like I wanted them to just be shot on sight.
yeah.
Just
Oh,
on sight,
man.
no questions asked, officer. We're not gonna press no charges.
That hoe needed a thud.
Yeah.
Not even a nice shot
What you
either.
doing? That's not cool.
Shoot their ass with a shotgun.
Yeah.
In no form of fashion is that cool.
In no way, because again, like number one, we have to spend our money to get this shit anyway. Like I don't like robbers or like. Look, I work hard for my shit, and damn it, now I got to sit up here. I think I'm gonna have cake and ice cream, and now I got to open the shit up. So everybody opening the shit up before they get it. So it's just like that don't look right. That don't look right. I'm like, God damn it.
Yeah, because now people are trying to expect this shit.
Right.
And it's, I just don't get that shit. And you can call me old with this one, but that's not being old. That's just having common sense. Like, what the fuck, dude? Like, literally, what the fuck are you doing?
What
The
are
first
you
time
doing?
I saw it, I was like, so that's what's hot in the streets now? This is what y'all doing? Like, that's not cool.
But you know it's gonna keep going to other shit now. Now people gonna be opening
that's the thing about
opening
it.
a 6-pack of drinks and taking a sip and putting it back.
And putting it back. The good part about it, like something like ice cream is something that, you're going to open it right then and there. But like I said, if they do that to like soda or juices or something, you'll be able to see it. They can't do canned goods like that. Just, if somebody's walking around in the store with a fucking bottle opener to open up canned goods, you know what? You need to go find some shit to do. But I think for the most part, it's only going to be limited to shit like that. To ice cream. But I'm also scared about bread now, because think about this shit. How many pieces of bread come in just a whole loaf of bread? No one knows, because it's always different. So next thing you know, somebody gonna open up some
Fuck is
bread.
counting their bread.
Exactly.
See what I did there.
Yeah, pun intended, right? So somebody's gonna take out a slice of bread, lick it, put it back in there.
That's boring though. And it don't really taste good either.
That's not the point. It's
I'm just saying,
the
like,
point
it's
is somebody's
not-
gonna
it's like,
do
oh,
it.
you want to go lick bread?
You want to go lick some bread in today?
At least ice cream, you get a nice little lick of ice cream.
Yeah,
You know,
bread.
you
They
win a
said
little
you
bit.
better- That's just some juicy mouthed motherfuckers licking bread. Bread does
For
soak
real,
up.
you're gonna need a drink. You got to lick the bread and then open the soda, take a sip, put it back.
By that time, I hope you caught on camera and security come tackle your bitch ass. Take
Well, you
your
know,
ass in
grocery
the
store
middle of the
security
store.
ain't doing a goddamn thing.
They ain't doing shit.
That nigga
They
sit
get
up at the
paid
front
$8
door.
an hour to not do shit, and I don't blame them.
I wouldn't do
Stand
shit
here and just pretend.
Yeah, I almost look menacing.
Yeah, if they didn't give him a uniform that was 3 times his size, but you got him in his dad's uniform.
Exactly.
It's not really
And
intimidating.
speaking of security guards, the story that you had sent, there was where was that guy out of?
I forget the establishment he was in, but he was in some kind of office building.
The IRS building.
IRS
Yeah,
building,
yeah.
that's what it was. And he goes in, and there's a security guard, IRS, building security guard, and and he sees the guy has a gun on him, so he tells him, "Oh, you need to leave, and can't come in here with that." But the guy's a cop, a uniformed cop,
a
deputy sheriff
in full uniform. So it's
full-
not like he's walking
Like
there.
he wasn't off duty.
He wasn't in his Wranglers. Like, and of course, it's a black cop and a white security guard.
Right.
So he's in full uniform. No guessing what the hell he is or who he is.
Right.
But the guy starts yelling at him, trying to get him out, and then pulls a gun on him, and then calls the police. Tells the police that there's a guy there with a gun. So the police come. Of course, he doesn't tell him that he's also a fucking cop.
Right.
And then of course they arrest that motherfucker.
Yeah, and that's the shit. That's the shit that tickles me. Like if you watch the video, you can go online and watch the video. It's pretty easy to find. But what was cold about it was the deputy sheriff. The dude got the gun pointed at him, everything. He just walking, just like, man, shut your dumb ass up.
And the thing, he was like, I watched it too. He's like, yeah, I thought I was gonna get shot in the back. I was like, you was really calm for somebody to think you was about to get shot.
Bulletproof vest.
I understand that. This
Yeah,
shit
but that
still
ain't
fucking
100%.
hurts.
Yeah,
And ain't no guarantee you're
and
gonna hit
this
the
shit-
vest.
Yeah, and there ain't no. Yeah, he might go for a headshot.
right.
So, and with the white dude, with the white security guard, like, dude, I get that you work it out, but you take your job literally too seriously.
Yeah.
Nah, they do not pay you enough to do all that.
Right. I mean,
especially with a uniformed police officer in front of you.
he was in full
It wasn't-
garb.
It's not like he walked in that whole, getting out the, coming from hooping or some shit like that. Dude was in fucking full uniform. Like, I don't know what dudes are doing there, like coming in there in full uniform, trying to start
into the IRS building.
trying to start a kerfuffle.
Like everybody, good job. Everybody hates the IRS. We get it, but it's like ain't nobody going in there robbing the IRS. Like they ain't got no cash in that motherfucker.
I'm about to say it's not like that, so they keep the money.
That's not where the money goes.
Yeah. Ain't no cash in there. Like people are mad at the IRS, not people that work in the IRS. Completely different circumstance, a completely different thing. But so he was real calm, walking away. I thought that was pretty player, because honestly,
I was saying that his calmness, that shit is.
Well, he already knew he was dealing with a nut, so if you escalate with a nut,
yeah, exactly, you're gonna end up losing it. Sir, why did you shoot him? He had a gun point, but you have to be he had a gun pointed at me.
Yeah, but that always go back to my thing. Why does the black person always have to be the calm one in some situations like that? They have to be the one that's trying to bring the tension down, especially because he's in the power position too. I'm an officer too.
a lot of fucking cops would, as soon as that nigga pulled his gun, would have pulled their gun.
Like say that you got 2 seconds to drop, bow.
Yeah, so that's my thing. Like,
stay in your pocket.
Is it his zen and all that shit is on another level. You need to teach a class or something. Cause that was, I don't know if I could be that calm with a gun pointing at me.
I tell you what, though.
Who knows? Maybe he wasn't. His pants are black, so we don't know. He might have been walking away, but he was like, actually, I'm pissing on myself.
Yeah.
Trying to just get it out of my.
Tell you what, he's never had any cattywampus.
Oh yeah, you forced it though. Forced it.
That was the.
No.
Yeah. It didn't flow quite right.
No.
He was on crack.
Curl.
Just in curl all the way.
You actually just killed the whole segment.
Yeah. Just letting
Moving forward.
Lollygagging over
there. Did y'all hear about Jermaine Dupri and what he said about female rappers?
What?
No. All right. So basically, what Jermaine
He is a female rapper, right? He's not.
Homo things.
Jermaine, he could be. Nah, fuck the me. Nah, we gotta give Jermaine Dupri his props, man.
No, we don't.
Because at 19, the dude started all that record label, so all that other shit. He did
That's
that.
what everybody was doing then.
He fucked Janet Jackson.
Everybody was doing that then.
Everybody wouldn't fuck. Janet Jackson is a saint.
You ever heard some of them albums?
She was in a lot of malarkey back then.
Yeah. She got that cattywampus.
See, that flowed. There you go.
Okay, so Jermaine Dupri, he was catching flack. for saying that female rappers nowadays, their music just basically
when
sound
they
like
said they're all
strippy music.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
did.
stripper rappers.
Oh,
basically.
I did hear that with the when I was listening to the Big Crit.
And I
Not
kind
all.
of get what he was saying.
Yeah.
Like
The big ones, I
with
mean,
the
there's
big
not.
ones.
Bigger,
Right.
with the bigger
Yeah.
names.
Right. With the big names, yeah, it's a bunch of stripper rap going on. But what?
And then
What else can they?
And then because he had the Brat, and she spit. Brat spit. She's a spitter.
Yeah.
Phrase.
Brat been having. I didn't even add that one to the draw. I was like, man, we ain't did a phrasing in a minute. Damn it, that's two I didn't miss out on. Anyways, but yeah, so like I said, he had the Brat, and Brat did definitely spit balls. MC Light, I still love her. I still have my chance. Just don't whatever. So yes, I love MC Light. MC
No,
Light.
I'm not saying that you.
Oh.
You said
said had
have
a chance. I don't
That's
think
what I was
so.
saying. Do you?
That's
what I was.
I still have a chance. Don't
to do
I'm
what?
not gonna,
To get an
I'm
autograph?
gonna say, shoot for the stars.
Hey, if I get an autograph,
You shoot
then
for the stars.
hey,
you
that's
land
my.
on the moon. You still up there.
I mean, she's gonna mail you the autograph.
So she know where I live, right?
No, you ordered it from Amazon.
Ain't that a bitch?
Anyway, with Prime.
So you have rappers like MC Light,
I am a rock.
Eve, who I consider Missy Elliott to be very versatile, but she raps as
She's
well.
a fucking rapper. What you talking about?
Hold on, don't do that.
She's a rapper. She's a singer. She's a producer.
She's like one of the fucking rappers.
Missy Elliott is the shit.
She's-
I'm not
yeah,
saying
she's a
that.
goat.
Yeah.
She's
Yeah,
a
but you
goat
was like,
man.
she dabbles, and I'm like, nah.
No, I said she's very versatile. But no, Missy, I used to like full confession. When I was a kid, I would listen to 2 albums front to back all day, and I couldn't explain to my older brothers why I was listening to the Missy CD. But one was DMX, is Dark and the Hell is Hot, and then it was
a classic.
and then it was Missy Elliott's Super Duper Fly. Like
That's a classic.
I would put that bitch on the little CD Walkman, press play, and just have my headphones on, cut it down so they won't hear, but jamming the shit out of Missy. Anyways, so Missy, Eve, like I said, MC Light. What other female rappers are out there? Well, back in the day, the Brad. Who else?
Lil Kim back in the days used to spit. Phrasing.
Lil Kim back in the day.
But she was kind of stripper rap too, though.
She did, but she had bars though.
Yeah, she
Lil'
had
Kim
what
had
she wanted to.
Foxy Brown. That's another one.
Ooh, Foxy Brown.
That's a chocolate. That's a
Yeah,
chocolate.
You like,
yeah.
that brought back a good memory right there, didn't it?
Foxy Brown.
Yeah. Man.
Who else? What Latifah? But I didn't.
Yeah, Queen
Yeah,
Latifah.
You gotta give her. I mean, she was an early pioneer.
Yeah, of course.
Roxanne. Appreciate it, Addie. Thank you.
Thank you.
She's all right.
But and
Rock 'em rough and stuff with my Afro puffs.
yeah. What was her name? Baby D, big ass.
Lauryn Hill.
Lauryn Hill. Okay, she dabbled in it. Yes.
Don't do it like that, man.
I mean, again,
Don't do
the
it like that,
misconception
man.
not misconception.
She can fill this house with
miseducation
Emmys.
She can fill this house with what?
With Emmys. Or fucking, is that what the Grammys?
She can fill this house with sage. Would I throw it off her head? Anyway.
She's gonna be late though.
Very, very late.
But yeah, so you have all these female rappers, and when he said it, at first I was like, no, you ain't gotta, like, cause I'm too tired of seeing older generations of
bash on the
right, kind of, because again, and maybe they had to pay their dues whenever they were coming up. Matter of fact, I know they had to pay their dues whenever they were coming up. But it's just I just see too much bashing of the younger generation now. I don't listen to 85% of the shit that come out now from the younger generation people.
Like, I'm not going to go get a Cardi B CD.
Yeah, it's not going to happen.
But
But
I mean, Cardi B is literally a stripper. So
she is literally a
Yeah.
stripper. But so was Eve, though.
Yeah.
some people can
Trina,
change.
We forgot about Trina.
Trina.
But that's also stripper. So I mean, a lot. But it is kind of like
So late.
it is kind of interesting that a lot of to get big. Like there are female rappers who rap about real shit. Shout out to 3D Not T.
3D Not T.
But
Rhapsody.
a lot, and yeah, there's plenty of them. But the ones who really get the pub, who get pushed by the big companies, are the ones who put out the, the
Stripper anthems.
the stripper anthems. You know what I'm saying? That, and they're generally even nastier than the dudes. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like they're trying to prove some shit. But
Right.
Yeah, almost over the top.
so no, I get his point. He probably didn't, at least from how I heard it worded by LP. So
That's not a good source.
Yeah, it's not a good source at all. But I mean, he probably didn't word it the right way, but I get what he was saying.
Right. And I think that's just another case of.
But look, you got the fucking record label sign one of these chicks who was doing something different.
No, he ain't got that record label no more.
Or whatever, you know, people shit.
Oh,
Get
yeah,
somebody
yeah.
on.
Yeah, I'm sure he can still do that.
Yeah, they're making the band coming back out. So
they coming out with making the band again for real.
how did I find out about this before you?
You and me, I did not know that.
Oh yeah.
Well, I saw it scrolling, but I was just like, nah.
Did he announce it yesterday?
Oh my
Wow.
god. Dylan, and Dylan, because I spit out fire. But yeah, sure. I mean, coming out with making the band, we can say making Jermaine Dupri again.
But no, it said that is the thing, and it said it is. I would say within the last few years, it's kind of been the wave as far as with the stripper, kind of the female rappers geared more towards that.
Well,
and selling that, and then not really the ones that are, like you said, the ones that are huge. That's the ones that you hear with that.
But
and the ones
let's look at
kind of the ones like, oh man, she's not good.
Yeah.
Like, oh, this motherfucker can spit bars.
But they have.
Or you hear them as just features on people's shit.
Yeah, but like like realistically, I guess in mainstream, how many female rappers is it? I mean, Nicki, Cardi. And like I said, I don't listen to none of that shit.
She just got.
Who is this Stallion bitch?
She's from Houston.
Oh shit! Well, we know what she about.
Oh,
well, it's it. She
still
like her
tipping on fofos.
The last single. Don't get me wrong. I only hear it on the radio and shit like that, but she sampled a good ass song, so it's like, yeah, I can see why that whole blew up. The big old freak thing. I get why it blew. Phrasing.
Yeah.
And
pretty
I
bad
was
phrasing.
like, yeah, I get it. But you look at it and it's kind of still in that same. It's in that same little. She has some bars to her. I'm not gonna say she can't spit bars, but it's just kind of in that same genre. Like, shit. You know. If you listen and you know where you're getting, I'm like, yeah, that shit's gonna get repetitive after 2 songs, and I don't want to listen to the rest of the album. Yeah, it doesn't. To me, it doesn't seem like it's gonna go in depth anymore. It's just gonna be shallow shit. So
yeah, and a lot of that shit is.
But no
surface.
hating, get your money. Get your money.
Get your bread.
She from Texas, so
yeah, get your bread.
Texas.
I just because they had some meme, which Megan is better, Megan Good or Megan Thee Stallion. I'm like, Megan Good, duh, what kind of shit?
Megan Good's, she's gotten better over time.
She started off slow. She's gotten better with time. She's at her peak right now. Yeah.
Still ain't got no eyebrows.
That's true.
What are you looking at, eyebrows?
She does seem like a chick that if you just kind of took the whole thing apart, you'd be like, it's all right.
What do you mean?
She does not. She got penciled in eyebrows.
They're probably tattooed at this point.
Yeah.
They're probably tattooed at this point.
Remember your grandmother? Your grandmother in the mirror, like, hold on, baby. Let me just.
That can't be a deal breaker. Like,
there's not a deal breaker.
No. I mean, no.
I'm still clapping cheeks, eyebrows or no eyebrows.
But you won't know if she liked it.
That damn cattywampus.
We just made up a fucking definition for that goddamn word. Anyways, anywho. So Russell Westbrook finally got traded. And last week, Simon, when you weren't here, we were talking about it, and weren't really sure if he was going to get traded because of the contract. Let alone then we were talking about Chris Paul too last week.
I'm so shocked they was able to this.
How
did the hell they get that motherfucker off the book?
That shit came out of nowhere. Like
they gave up a lot of shit to get him out though.
What the fuck?
Oh yeah, they had to.
Yeah, because
that contract is horrible.
Yeah, and Russell
can't pay $40 million this year.
Damn, boy. Cha-ching. You know what?
And they said he's probably not gonna play a game.
He ain't finna play no. But they trying to move him.
They could be good if they kept him. At least while he's on the court.
Man, they got two.
Steven Adams. You got Danilo Gallinari. That
Gallinari ain't even finna play.
What are you talking about?
Meaning they finna move him too.
They ain't about to move him.
I think they're trying to.
They gotta put somebody on the court this year.
They were trying to move Adams.
Yeah.
I heard that earlier and before all this shit happened, all this brouhaha happened.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, first of all, I don't know where you're gonna move him.
They got 35 motherfucking first round picks. So
Jesus Christ.
Shit, they better be good here in the future. You got
I'd be like, look,
you don't have your pick.
I'd be like, look, Chris,
the little.
shut your ass up and get out here and come play with.
Okay, so
entertain us, motherfucker.
Chris is not.
We gonna pay you $40 million.
He can only play 50 games.
I think with their little team, they could be decent.
They're in the West, like you always. Used
I'm
to
not
complain
saying they're
about.
gonna win the title. I'm just saying they would be a good team.
They ain't even making the playoffs.
I don't know, man.
Look at the bottom of the West. Are they better than Utah?
Utah ain't at the bottom of
Be at the bottom
yeah.
of the West next year.
No, that's when they were at the bottom of the West.
But you said look at the bottom of the West.
They're at the bottom of it.
And you started with Utah.
I'm finna keep going down. Are they better than,
Anyway,
I'm just saying.
They're not at the bottom of the West right now. The Utah's the move.
Well,
they
let's
made,
see.
the
Let's see.
moves they- the move
let's
they
start
made.
at the bottom of the AFC. Patriots. Are they better than them?
What seed was Utah in last year's playoffs? 7? 8?
No, they were like
6.
no, they were like
Or
they
did
were like
they even
fourth.
make the playoffs?
Did they make the playoffs? Yes, they made the playoffs. They were like the 4th or 5th seed.
Okay, bottom of the West. Are they better than Minnesota?
That's not the bottom.
Are they better than Minnesota?
Yes. Who?
Oklahoma. Is
Oh
Oklahoma better?
no.
They might be. Minnesota
They
got?
have more veteran.
With Chris
leadership.
Paul, I would say yeah. Now you don't know how many games he's gonna play, but
12.
50.
if he
at
gave
the
you
max.
if he gave you 55,
They would be better than Minnesota.
probably Minnesota's not that good.
Yeah, they're decent. They're decent.
They got Karl Anthony Towns, Wiggins, and Jeff
Wiggins is
Teague.
trash.
And we know Karl Anthony Towns is built like an auntie, but still,
And Wiggins has got bitch assness written all on his
all on his face, all on his face.
They're
And
not
said,
good.
what you call it, went to Miami. He pointed that shit out real quick. Then he ain't never had no comeback from that shit since.
Talking about Jimmy Butler.
But
Jimmy Butler, yeah.
I'm just looking at what Chris Paul's had when he's been at his best, because people
He
look
ain't
at
his best no more.
that's true, but at the same time, people don't realize like he still was playing out of his normal style.
Oh, no. Yeah.
He usually had a rim runner, some shooters around
He had a
him.
rim runner there.
And yeah, he did, but
He
you
just
know,
wasn't. He couldn't just be ball
Yeah.
dominant like he usually.
So you give him again a decent center who can finish pick and roll, Steven Adams, a shooter in Gallinari on the wing. You know what I'm saying? And Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, who they brought in from the Clippers, was a good guard. So I think they can be competitive. I'm not saying they're gonna compete for the top or nothing. I'm just saying
But
OKC's got to put something on the floor this year.
OKC's been for the last.
But they're
since
not
they-
about to. But whatever they traded for is not gonna make them competitive.
Right.
So you might as well just wait.
Are they better than Sacramento?
No.
I
don't
don't
so.
think so. No.
Are they better than the Lakers?
Yeah, no.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with yeah, like Simon
No.
said.
No, they're not.
Are they better than Memphis?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Are they better than New Orleans?
No.
Are they better than New Orleans?
Any given night.
Are
Just because that New Orleans is so young.
Are they better than Dallas? No. Are they better than?
Don't just gloss over that like that.
Yeah. All y'all got is white boys.
Listen,
Can they beat a bunch of white boys? Yes.
Oh, boy.
That's all the fuck they
a
are.
bundle of white boys.
And they got some foreigners too. Go look at that goddamn roster. They foreign out too.
I don't know, man. You put Luka up against the OG. Gallinari's
I've been doing this
yeah,
shit.
I'm a Euro OG. Y'all talking about he came over so ready, nigga. I've been ready
So
and been injured.
damn Oklahoma City. What about you know too, please?
Last one.
What about Houston with the trade being
Ooh, Houston's gonna be good. boy.
now here because I'm glad we had some time.
We said this. Well, this is. Are we like kind of repeating ourselves because we said the same shit with Chris Paul? Because they're both.
They
ball
were
dominant.
good though.
They were.
They were good, and that's my thing. Are they true title contenders though?
I think so.
Well, here's the
I
reason.
think so.
It's time and opportunity, location. The reason why I think that they are a championship team now is because, again, everything being so wide open that it is.
No,
the Golden State isn't as dominant as
they're not gonna. This year is the lag in the year. I mean, just on Durant leaving and then
Clay being hurt. Right.
Yeah, so I mean, you're just gonna take a natural step back.
Right, a little
I
bit.
still think they're gonna make the playoff. Just
Of course.
I think they're gonna be fine, man.
They're
People,
gonna be perfectly fine.
they're gonna be fine. Steph might win the MVP. Like people are underestimating them picking up.
I don't like. I'm sorry to cut you off. I just don't like the disrespect this nigga just gets. And this motherfucker is cold.
They just like, oh yeah, they might not make the play. What the fuck you talking about, nigga? Like,
how the fuck did you?
All you gotta do is keep the game close. If you got the game close and you got Steph, you're gonna win a lot of them.
Yeah, exactly.
So
at least 20.
And people underestimate them bringing in D'Angelo Russell. Not like that he's so amazing, but that basically,
I love that move.
But basically, they're gonna move because they are gonna need to rely on Steph to score a lot this year.
They can move him.
They can move him off the ball, have D'Angelo bring it up. And then Steph can run around doing his crazy shooter shit,
right?
Running off screens and all that kind of shit, getting open on cuts, getting open for wide open threes,
right?
You know, I'm sure he'll still handle the ball and be point guard plenty.
Yeah.
But people are just glazing over that because they're like, oh, he's not an all-star in the West. Like that don't mean he's not a good player still,
right?
And the greatness of Steph.
And the thing is, I give about he matured these years that he went out there. I think he didn't understand the game of he didn't understand the NBA. He understood the game. I don't think he understood the NBA. Like you can't be doing this college shit and think that shit is cool. Like, as far as off the court, oh man, that was a joke. Like, no, motherfucker, this shit is real. We all getting paid in this bitch.
Yeah, exactly. And again, that's a good solid ass move for him. Because it does give him another score at the very
because
least.
you need another score because Draymond's not a consistent scorer.
Right. But again, with the NBA being so wide open, like this is the first time where I'm not even comfortable saying who is going to go to the NBA Finals out of the West or hell even the East.
Just in general, you don't know what it's gonna be. You want it because Philly is damn good.
No, man, that Al Horford shit was overrated.
No, I'm not saying, but they're still a good team.
And they gonna chronicle.
It said you don't know about Boston. You really don't. But there's still Milwaukee, and Milwaukee just kind of re-up. Only thing I would say they took a step on was losing Brogdon.
And that's a huge backstep.
It's not huge. They played most of the season without him.
Man, that's a huge.
Remember, he didn't come back until the fucking playoffs.
Right, I get that. But
so all them blowing motherfuckers out all season, they was doing without him.
I think that there's
still a huge
I'm not saying it's not big. Yeah, he's a good player. I like Brogdon. I'm just saying.
This is where Giannis. We see what can you elevate off of this MVP shit. Because in the playoff, we saw what your motherfucking weakness is, and everybody
in the Eastern Conference Finals.
That's what I'm saying. So the motherfuckers was still good. They gonna outside of Brogdon, what did they really lose? They brought everybody back.
Yeah, they brought basically everybody back.
I'm trying to figure out where that nigga went to.
Who Brogdon?
That nigga went to the Pacers.
Pacers are gonna be pretty good.
They're gonna be nice. They're gonna be nice.
It said,
"Ooh, this 2K20 tournament."
So I said that's my thing. With Kawhi doing what he did, that nigga did kind of Thanos the motherfucking NBA and kind of brought balance back. And
new balance.
Now, new balance. It's new balance. And to me, that's pretty cool. But on the slick side, that nigga did kind of what LeBron did.
Ain't no kind of. He did exactly what LeBron did.
I mean, he recruiting and kind of, but he just did it in the shadows and not said anything, and everybody just was like, because he kind of flipped his whole image in a year because everybody was shitting on him in the media. San Antonio.
It was just Skip Bayless was shitting on him.
No, there was a lot more than just Skip. Skip has one of the loudest voices, yes, but it was more than Skip, and that motherfucker kind of just proved this point. Like, I just went out here and won this shit. And now now when he left, like Toronto can't even be mad. Like I won a championship.
I gave y'all niggas ring. What the fuck else you want from me?
Apparently it ended up being Toronto, because Toronto actually was the first team to negotiate for Paul George.
Right.
So apparently he
He
wanted
got
Paul
caught winning
George.
that.
He asked Toronto to trade to bring in Paul George.
They didn't want to give up Siakam, right?
They didn't want to give up Siakam, but then also the fucking what do you call them? The Clippers threw the whole boat at him. Like so, basically, it was Siakam and probably a pick or two versus Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and everything we can give you.
Yeah.
Right.
Same thing Lakers did to get.
Yeah. So
KD out of,
so even if they wanted to give up Siakam, OKC was probably like, I got like 5 first-round picks. Like,
Yeah, it said 2 at least got a hit with these.
yeah,
motherfuckers.
and they've had a pretty good drafting record. So I
Yeah.
mean, they drafted 3 MVP. So
That's
you
crazy.
bet on yourself and you say, add
And,
those
like,
picks to
it's
our picks.
consecutive, and they did that shit like in consecutive drafts.
Bow, bow, bow. And it wasn't all slam dunks. Durant was, but Westbrook wasn't, and Harden wasn't either.
Not at first. Yeah, not at first. Because Westbrook went from shooting guard to point guard in the NBA.
He's
So.
about to go back.
I think and that goes back to, I guess, the original point that we were coming up with as far as Houston is concerned. Again, NBA being wide open the way that it is, they literally have a legitimate shot because they got 2. Yes, they
Everybody at the top got 2 stars for the most part.
But they have 2 alpha males. Like on most teams, you can look at and you can go, okay, the 1A, 1B. And with Houston, they have
1A.
They got 1A, 1A. And
But can that run, sometimes can that just end up in a kerfuffle?
First of all, they're gonna live at the free throw line. They already was getting to the free throw line because of Harden.
Right.
Now you got Russ. Like they're just gonna be on a penalty from
the
like
last 2 years. Russ has not been good at the free throw. I will hope
he shot 60-something% last year.
Yeah, I will hope he will fix that shit because he seems like enough of a basketball retard to be able to fix that shit.
Right.
Yeah, I mean it's different being, especially playing with a dude like, because even though he had KD and Paul George, neither of those dudes are really
by themselves
ball dominant like that. Like that, don't get me wrong, they obviously scores. You can just throw the ball to them and they'll get a bucket. KD more than Paul George, but the same thing. But they're not. They're not like dying. They're not like dying for the ball like Harden does. He's a fucking ball hog, right? So I think it can really work, man, because Harden's got to come off the ball a little bit.
Now the
They
offense
both said they wanted to play with each other.
It's Mike. It's a Mike D'Antoni thing, right?
I do not believe in that motherfucker.
It's a Mike D'Antoni.
See,
thing.
that's why I think Russ gonna have such a good year, though, man. Mike D'Antoni does magic with point guards.
He doesn't. Mike D'Antoni.
Yeah, he does.
Go play. He just says go play.
That is disrespectful. This nigga's been in the NBA for 30 years, and you think he's just showing up saying, "Go play,
just go
play."
I don't care. Just
go play.
Just go play. Think about it when he was in Phoenix.
But that's oversimplifying what he's doing. Well, first of all this
Mike D'Antoni,
all this pace and space shit.
And
like he was one of the
like Mike D'Antoni because he came to the Lakers and didn't do shit. But I get what he was trying to do. The Lakers weren't set up for his style.
Yeah,
and I don't get why. I still didn't understand why the fuck they hired him outside of his name.
Yeah, but my point, this whole pace and space shit. I mean, he was one of the early guys who really committed to that shit early, right? 7 seconds or less and all that shit. So, I mean, he's an innovator. Like, he's much more creative than most of these motherfuckers. Steve Nash thrived under him. Fucking, obviously Harden, once he moved Harden to point guard, thrived under him. He made Jeremy Lin look like a fucking star in New York.
For a month and a half.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
He got that nigga paid, though.
I'm just saying, exactly. So,
and this motherfucker got a chip with the dip.
We need a chip with the dip. So give me the chip.
I think they're gonna give Mike D'Antoni the time that this year.
He's
on the hot seat.
But he's on the hot seat because he's on last year's contract.
Oh yeah, they ain't extending his ass neither until he proves something to me.
Well, they already fired all his coaches.
As well, they should have.
That's a very Jerry Jones thing to do.
Yeah.
Leave the head coach and fire all the assistants.
Leave everybody else. But like I said, with them being two alphas, I mean, you know, I think it's going to work. And I can't remember, was it them that we were talking about maybe with the potential trade where you got 48 minutes of hard basketball phrasing that you have to play when you play against Harden and Russell Westbrook.
One of us coming at you every minute.
Every minute, exactly. So you know, most people
says
don't have the
relentless.
firepower on defense to be able to handle that kind of shit. Maybe the Clippers, but they hobbled, but they don't have the firepower to be able to handle it.
I don't know. I don't know if you need firepower for you to fucking Clippers.
Yeah, them that I'll give it to them. That fucking perimeter defense is gonna be stifling.
Yeah, it's gonna be hell.
'Cause
It's Patrick Beverly. That's the
Patrick
problem.
is gonna be at the head of the ship with that just that. But them two other motherfuckers,
Hey, and him and
them
Westbrook hate
motherfuckers
each other, too.
They can interchange whoever. That's the
Yeah.
thing about it. They can, if one can guard the other dude and not, there's no drop off.
And they can still load manage the fuck out of them because that team can still win with either one of them playing. So, I mean, the Clippers, if Doc does his job and they all buy in and
I
fit
would
into
think
their roles,
would.
they should.
Because he got the rep
They-
behind, and that's
they-
usually
yeah.
what it is with players. Does the coach have that reputation behind him? And Doc does.
Yeah, if they can stay healthy, I would say that would be the favorite right now. But of course, you got to actually see people on the court. Like I don't do all that because I don't care about what your name is. Like if the shit don't fit on the court, we've seen it time and time again. Nobody ever wants to believe that shit. That if you get a bunch of names together, like you got to actually fit. Now with the Clippers, it looks on paper like it fits like a glove, and not no OJ glove either.
Ladies and gentlemen, the juice.
If it doesn't fit,
Let's see what he's
you
been up to.
must have quit.
I
What
don't
happened?
know, yeah.
What? Yeah, we ain't had an OJ quote.
Hi, Twitter world.
It's yours truly again. Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages.
Here, let's do. We can start finishing the show
Yeah, with
with an OJ
That
tweet.
is actually good.
Fair enough.
fucking-
Here, let me find one
You
here.
ain't
So,
found it? You ain't found it yet? You ain't found it yet?
I'm coming up. The real OJ. All right, let's see what we got here. What's your latest and greatest?
That wasn't a-
Ladies.
Democratic
Greatest
debate.
and
Peace, Michael. Hope we won't
5
have a
days
good-
ago, he was in New Orleans because he was talking about, God damn it, y'all don't follow OJ like I follow OJ.
Yeah, well, obviously.
Yeah.
Oh, I was off the grid. So I'm sorry.
Hello, Twitter world. It's yours truly again.
I was getting my Durker on. Shout out to Jamile.
Here we go. Here we go.
Catty Wombus.
You know, in the last 48 hours, I've learned
Hey,
that.
let me start from the beginning.
Put it on that one. Put it on that.
Hello, Twitter world. This is me, yours truly. You know, in the last 48 hours, I've learned that you're never too old to learn. 2 days ago was my
just
birthday, and I
learned
got
that in high
hacked in my computer. I probably got more duped than hacked. In any event, they got into all my information. Fortunately for me, my bank alerted me that there was a charge to coming in from Europe in euros, and they didn't honor it. So I really didn't lose anything except some time and stuff. But the problem was I was traveling the next day, which was yesterday, and I had to get some cash from my friends. I figured I was in good shape. Little did I know. Do you know there's companies in America that will not accept the American dollar for goods or services? Really? I mean, at one point, I couldn't even buy a bottle of water. You know, I just thought, well, when did the American dollar get usurped? I grew up, they said cash was king. I guess now it's been relegated to a duke or an earl. In any event, I know there's a lot of Americans that don't have credit cards, and I just didn't think it was right. But on a happier subject, we're about a month away from fantasy football. I'm getting a lot of questions about it. And on the next couple of posts, I will address those questions. Right now, if I was picking first or second, it's easy. Mahomes would be my first pick. And if I don't have that pick, Shaquan Barkley, without a doubt, that kid is going to be one of the all-time greats. The problem is, if I'm picking third, what am I going to do? You got Elliott, you got Gurley, you got McCaffrey, and you got one of my stars last year, Kamara. You know, which one do you pick? I don't know. In any event, we'll deal with that, next week. But right now, I'm in Louisiana. We got Hurricane Barry coming, so all you Louisianians, buckle up, stay safe. All right, talk to you soon. Take care.
And that will conclude
Ladies and gentlemen,
our
the juice. We out this bitch.
juice. The juice is loose, baby.